20 highest paying majors projected for the class of 2024. Now, the assumption used to be you would go to college, get a degree, and get a good paying job. But thousands, if not millions, of underpaid or unemployed graduates will tell you that that's no longer true. In fact, 1 in 3 will have a negative return on investment. And almost half of those with master's degrees will not get a positive return on their investment. As we zoom out and look at even more programs where people can get graduate degrees or certificates, we find that 31% of students won't earn enough money to offset the price of school. Looked at 3 studies. If you're on YouTube, you can find a link below in the video description if you want to follow along. That includes, does college pay off? Bankrate's projected average salaries for graduates of the class of 2024. 80% of graduates with the 20 most lucrative college degrees are men. At the bottom of that story, they looked at 151 potential majors and mapped the median salary for each, which is a table that I wish I had access to because it's searchable. And although I have a degree in business, had I known that it pays $20,000 less than an engineering degree, I probably would have switched majors. While looking through those studies, I also came across this study from the University of Pennsylvania, and I came across this interesting chart. Here's the executive summary. Here are those 2 charts that I found interesting within that study. What we're looking at here is that a trend going back all the way to the 1980s off the chart is that women have been enrolling in college more than men. But by 2002, not only were they enrolling more, they were also getting more degrees and more advanced degrees. Which, like I said, continues a trend going back to the 1980s of women enrolling in college more than men, and in fact surpassing men, a trend that looks to continue from 2021 forward. With that in mind, we can jump back to the study on does college pay off? The simple answer is yes. Nearly 80% of people who enroll and finish college, keeping in mind that 30% of students who enroll never complete their college studies, will see a positive return on their investment. However, overall, that still leaves about 1 in 3 who will see a negative return. That's why as college costs continue to increase, it will be increasingly important to look at what type of return or median salary you can expect to make based on your college major. In fact, when high school students were asked, their #1 driving reason for going to college was to get a good, high-paying job. Interestingly enough, this is why I think more students and more young people will continue to enroll in trade schools. They actually found that trade schools can be a more lucrative return, with some of those high-paying trades being HVAC, technology, and electrical. And in fact, when looking at those, the median return on investment was $313,000 compared to just $160,000 for a traditional median bachelor's degree. So now we can look back at those top 20 college degrees by median salary and percent of enrollment. Keeping in mind that enrollment alone does not explain the gender wage gap, because even when women study STEM fields and earn similar qualifications, they found that they were still paid less than their male counterparts. For these women in college or college graduates, Bankrate offered 3 additional recommendations. Be transparent with your peers about salary. Always negotiate, which is one of the most effective ways that you can raise your salary. Be sure to have a financial plan that you can stick to. So, does college pay off? Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for the follow.